Have you fallen off?
Yeah, I dropped.
There you go.
Hey.
Hey.
Right, so we've just got 4 more sessions after this until Christmas break. So that works nicely. So the next 4, I'm thinking, are going to be more of a strength one. So we'll be doing low cadence strength work. So we've done a lot of VO max stuff. We've done the high cadence stuff. So we'll go into strength next, so lower cadence stuff. And then after Christmas, then we'll start the ramp up to spring. So it'll be more VO2 work, aerobic, map stuff. Build on what we've already done. So we'll put that strength in the legs before Christmas, and then we'll start using it, turning it into fitness after. So there's not much change to last week. We're just upping the cadences again. So even on the primer main part of it, we're upping the cadence on that this week. So just bear with it. Remember, cadence is the important bit. Right, I make it 6 o'clock. Di, are you ready?
Yeah.
Anybody else that's syncing the Garmin's because they're on plan? Right, after 3, 3, 2, 1, go. Right, just nice and light. Just turn your legs over. If you've already been spinning, just carry on spinning. Those of you who just started, just start turning over nice and light. Feel your joints. Everybody hear me all right? Just give me thumbs up. Cool. Good, good. Right, start to pick your cadence up now. So get it up to about 80. Yeah, I'm on 80. If you want to make it a little bit harder, so you just feel like you're putting a little bit of effort in now, you can stick a gear on. Gradually bring the cadence up to 90, about 85 now, not 95, 85. Just keep an eye on your muscles, your joints. Just exaggerate your flexing your ankles. If your knees feel stiff, just focus on your knee and get a good extension on that leg as it goes through. All right, 1 minute in. Right, start to pick the cadence up now. Bring it up to about 90. Stick a gear on as well. So we should be starting to push a bit now. Should start to feel like you're having to put a bit of effort into this. Right, stick another gear on. So it should feel like you're having to push a bit harder now. Probably aiming for about 4 to 6 RPE. So you're going into moderate activity now. Not quite threshold yet. Cadence about 90 still. Right, stick another gear on. Right, it should be somewhere, if you've got an FTP, should be somewhere around your FTP now. So you're at threshold. So you can probably hold this comfortably for about 15, 20 minutes, possibly. Maybe a bit longer. Right, so in 20 seconds, we're going to go for the first of the primers. So all you're going to do is you're going to bring your cadence up to 100 and hold it for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Right, pick your cadence up. You might need to stick another gear on. Over threshold now. So about 110, 115 FTP. 3, 2, 1. Just take the gears off.
30 seconds.
Back your cadence down. 30 seconds recovery. About 80 RPM. That's it, I'm on 80. We go again in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Get the cadence up, stick the gears back on again. Aiming for 100 to 105. Cadence. I'm on 100. Be watching my feet.
Watch my legs.
3, 2, 1, and ease off.
30
Take your
seconds.
gears off. Back down to 80 again. Try and get your breath back. One more primer to go. Three, 2, 1. Stick your gears on, bring your cadence up. Go a little bit faster now if you want. So anything 100 to 110 this time. You want to push it a bit harder. Just to make sure you're fully warmed up. We're going to be going for high cadences again tonight. 3, 2, 1, back off.
30
Take your
seconds.
gears off. Make sure you come down to 80. I'm down to 80. So for any newish ones, if you're on a smart trainer, drop your cadence before you take your gears off. Otherwise you'll just end up free spinning. So if you let it knock its power off first,
5 seconds.
and then
30 seconds.
take the gears off, you'll find it easier than just taking the gears off and then trying to spin your cadence down. Oh, we missed it. Right,
3
quick.
minutes at 6.
We're late. Quick, get back up. Right, 100 RPM, 1 or 2 gears. We're holding it for 3 minutes. Too busy talking. So you want to be aiming for round about FTP, so threshold. So RPE 7 to 8, vigorous activity. Borderline uncomfortable, it says on the sheet. But you're still on FTP, so you should be able to hold this. Target cadence again, 100. So it's gone up a little bit. We're starting at 100. Cadence is the most important thing. If you can't hold the cadence, take your gear off. I know it really hurts to say that, but the cadence is the most important thing. Get your cadence. I'm on 100, bang on. Keep it smooth. Remember, pedal through the whole rotation. So you've got a good drive down, scrape along the bottom, pull up and kick over. So you're using your hamstring and using that kick and drag as well, not just piston pedaling where you're just pushing down. You find it comes a whole lot easier to hold a higher cadence if you're smooth pedaling because your hamstrings suck you onto the saddle. 30 seconds to go. And then we're going to up the cadence. Keep your gears as they are, unless you feel it's getting too easy. Because as you turn the cadence up, you might find your power drops off. Depends the type of turbo you're on. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Right, pick it up to 105 now. I'm on 105. 2 minutes here. If you want to check your FTP, you should be there or thereabouts on your FTP. And if you're doing it on RPE, you're still at threshold, so RPE 7, 8. Should be short of breath, but just about manage a broken sentence like I'm doing. Check the cadence. That's it, looking good. Everybody's nice and solid. I'm not seeing anybody bouncing around or rocking from side to side. 1 minute to go. Each one gets shorter. So don't worry. The next one's a minute. Remember, if it feels too easy or you're bouncing, stick another gear on. You can't hold the cadence, take a gear off. Keep it smooth. Don't be tempted to start rocking. Oh, my fan's just gone up another notch. How's your fan, Phil?
Oh, it's going up. It's going up.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick it up, 110 now. A little bit faster. I'm on 1 minute here. Keep it smooth again. Try not to bounce. Try not to rock from side to side. That's everybody's looking brilliant, actually. You feel like you're starting to bounce, use that hamstring. Nearly there. Check your form. Get your shoulders down. Uncurl your toes. Tuck them knees in. Don't forget to flex your ankles. 10 seconds. Take your cadence. Nearly there. 2, 1. 30 seconds now. 115. That's it, I'm on. Don't start to lose it now. Cadences are going up. 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds, 120. Don't lose it. This is where it's going to start going wrong. 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds, maximum RPM. Unleash the hamsters. Keep it smooth. Well done. That's good, Kira. Well done. And off. Easy back. Take them gears off. Once you've got the cadence down. Two minutes recovery. Right, I'm on 80. Make sure you are on 80. Couple of deep controlled breaths. No panting. Sit nice and controlled. So back into your 2 to 1 breathing. So if you're new and you don't know that, it's whatever you count breathing in, you count twice as long going out. And it should be a controlled breath, not a gasp. Nobody wants to hear a gasper. So use your diaphragm, tummy breathing, whatever you want to call it. Diaphragmatic breathing. Breathe out with your tummy. Breathe in with your tummy. Nice and controlled. So if you count to 2 breathing in, count to 4 going out. Right, 40 seconds still left on your recovery. And then we're going again. This time we're going in reverse. So load it up, exactly the same as we did before. 15 seconds maximum effort. And then we start counting backwards. When we get to about 2 minutes, you should be able to start to recover. I might talk a lot of science tonight, ready for next week. That'll distract you for a bit. Right, 3, 2, 1. Unleash your hamsters. Let everything go. You want to be well over 120 or whatever's maximum for you.
15 seconds.
And drop it down to 120. Two, 1, drop it down to 115. We're here for 30 seconds. That's it, I'm on 115. Right, you pretty much should be running out of your anaerobic energy now. And you're into high aerobic. So your heart rate's going to start to spike. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Drop it down to 110. 1 minute here. That's it. Try and control your breathing. Panting's not good. You'll start hyperventilating. You won't be able to convert that oxygen. Get your cadence, check your form. Nice and relaxed. Get them shoulders down. Take the cat's bottom look off your face. 20 seconds. Check your cadence again. Should find it easier now to hold these higher cadences. 3, 2, 1. Drop your cadence. 105 now. We're here for 2 minutes. I'm on 105. If it's starting to feel too easy and you're not hitting threshold, stick another gear on. Otherwise, just dig in. Keep spinning it out. Check your cadence. One minute to go. Quick system check. Check your pedaling smooth. Feel like you get engaging through the whole base of your shoe. Got a nice little bit of ankle flex going on as you drive down and pull up. Knees are tucked in, so they're parallel with the top tube. pelvis rock slightly forwards, shoulders down, face relaxed. Don't give away your pain face. Just drum your fingers on your handlebars, release the tension, give your head a wobble. Nice and relaxed. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Drop it down to 100. We're holding for 3. Just start to be able to recover now. Not too much though, you're still supposed to be on threshold. So if you've got a power meter, just check you're somewhere around your FTP. You're going on your breathing. You should be able to just about hold a sentence. You can sing as well if you want. Perhaps not. Nice and relaxed. Right, while we're here, think about that pedal stroke. Each side. Nice even drive down. Scraping that mud off the bottom of your shoe. Pull up and then kick over the top. As soon as you get your legs engaged, you're doing all the motions through all the quadrants, you'll suddenly notice your cadence picks up. Feels easier. It's like free energy. I'm not hearing any arguments. So you're either all at the right vigorosity level or you don't disagree. Vigorosity level, that's a new word. I'll add that one to my special diary, dictionary. Halfway, and then we're done with these. So it's part of your workout, this, but it's definitely a primer to make sure your legs are in the right state to be able to do the next part of the main set. One minute to go. Check your cadence again. Make sure you're round about 100. Remember, if you can't hit it, take a gear off. It's feeling too easy now, which it might do now your type 2 muscles are warmed up. You might need to stick another gear on. "30 seconds. How's everybody looking? That's good. Yeah, everybody's looking really solid. There's no bouncing around at all. That's good, Tony. Well done. Well done, Chris. So remember, if you haven't got a cadence meter, just watch my feet. You can just see them, little things dangling out the bottom of the telly. 2, 1. Take your gears off. Wind it down. Get it down to 80. You've got a 2-minute break. Sit up. Recover. Just release your shoulders. Get your breathing under control. Get a drink. I need to turn the aircon on. Everybody okay? All good? Yeah. So it should feel nice and easy, barely any effort at the moment, just turning your legs over. I'm giving you a full recovery, it's not an active recovery. You're turning your legs over enough just to flush them, but not enough to raise your heart rate. 1 minute to go. Right. So the next part, for those of you who can't remember, because it was such a long time ago that you were here, Diane. 4 sets. It's a simple little 3-step pyramid. We're going to go off just under FTP, so just under threshold. So you might need to add 1 or 2 gears a minute, 100 RPM. All this is at the same RPM, 100 RPM this week. First one just under FTP, second one on FTP, third one just above FTP. Then you come back down, take a gear off, take a gear off. So each step, add a gear on. If you're on a smart trainer, you might not have to do that. Keep an eye on your FTP, right? Just keep it just below, on, or just above FTP.
120.
Time.
Right, off we go. Get it up to 100. I've got my volume turned up on my phone tonight, so I heard it when it nags me. So get into it, get your cadence up, hit exactly 100. Don't go above, don't go below. If you can't hold 100, take a gear off. So it should be on about 90% of your FTP, so 10% under. So RPE 7, RPE 8, RPE 9, RPE 8, RPE 7, if you're doing it on RPE. 3, 2, 1, stick a gear on, get it back on 100. Let's say I'm on 100, hold it, keep it smooth. So it should be on FTP now. Check your cadence. Oops, I'm a little fast. Twenty seconds. We're going up to the top step. Oops, fan's kicked up. 3, 2, 1, stick another gear on. Quickly get it back up to 100. Hold it. Nice and smooth. You're finding these higher cadences a lot easier now. Ten seconds. Three, 2, 1. Take a gear off. Get on cadence again. Back on 100. Make any adjustments you need to make. If you're on the smart trainer, should be back on FTP now. Keep your breathing under control. Don't lose your form. Sit, dig in. 20 seconds. Think about your pedaling. Keep it smooth. There you go. You've just had an injection of power. 3, 2, 1. Take a gear off. And I'm back on cadence. Nearly there. 45 seconds and you get a rest. It's my cart's a bit better this week. Just my knees are still knackered. My knees weren't in this state even after outlaw. Half. Three, two, one. Take your gears off. Get your rest. Spin your cadence down, get it down to 80. There's no benefit in going faster at this point because it means you won't recover for the next step. So take that recovery. 80 RPM, easy. I feel like there's no effort at all. You've got an FTP, a pound meter on, you should be about 50% of your FTP. So if you've got a 200 FTP, somewhere around about 100 will do it. Yep, that's where I am. Thought it felt right. Nice and easy. So one of the downsides of running high cadence is your heart rate increases because you have to turn your muscles over. One of the benefits is you actually put less effort in. So you do increase your heart rate, but it's not at the expense of your legs. So all you endurance triathletes, take note of that. So when you're on your TTs, it's not all about riding like you normally ride a TT at low cadence. It is a bit, but it isn't. It's a balancing game. You're balancing your heart rate. So you don't want your heart rate to go too high for too long, but you don't want to be doing low cadence for too long either because you'll blow your legs up and you'll be no good for a run. So if your legs are knackered through doing TT style slow pedaling, just spin the cadences up because your heart rate drops when you do low cadence, but you blow your legs.
5.
Right then, 3 seconds. 2, 1. Right, stick your gears on. Pick it back up to 100. Let's crack on. I'll explain a bit more in the next rest. And this is what we're going to explore for the next 4 weeks. You're going to start to notice your heart rate while you're pushing low cadence under high power. Don't just check your cadence. You should be around about 100. Try and keep it as close as 1 or 2 points above or below is okay. Try to not be as much as 5 over. Definitely not 5 under. Ten. 3, 2, 1. Stick another gear on. Pick your cadence back up. Get it on 100. I'm on 100. Again, if you're on a smart trainer, so you don't get bogged down, just give your cadence a little flick just before you change gear and then let the gear pull it back down. Some of the smart trainers are a little bit grabby. Seconds. Should be into the swing of this now. Check your cadence. Three, 2, 1. Stick your gear on. Up to the top step. That's it, I'm on 100. FTP should be 110. So you've got FTP over 200, 220. Keep it smooth. Check the cadence. 10 seconds. Start coming back down. 2, 1. Take your gear off. Ugh. Don't like saying that. Check your cadence, make sure you're not overspinning. I'm on. So we're second setting of 4. You might actually find this bit, you can almost start to recover now. Don't worry, you won't get that on the next set. Just check you are still at just under threshold. 10 seconds. Sorry, on threshold, aren't we? On threshold. And take your gear off. Let cadence come down. Just under threshold now. "30 seconds, then we're going to rest. Keep your legs nice and smooth. Don't lose it. Don't lose your form. Just keep your head wobble. Get your shoulders down. Uncurl them toes. Drum your fingers. Don't waste energy gripping muscles you're not using. Four, 3, 2, 1. Take all your gears off. Let it come down to 80. A couple of deep breaths. Shouldn't be too bad, that one. Heart rate wise, you might not even hit threshold heart rate. That's the problem with training to heart rate. You have to work quite hard initially to get it up to your target. So you're always better on going on how it feels, or if you've got a power meter, using your FTP, because that's an absolute. Your heart rate, lots and lots of variables that will affect your heart rate and how quickly it keeps up or doesn't. Right, nice and relaxed. Couple of deep breaths. So what we'll explore in the next 4 weeks is just keep an eye on your heart rate and notice what it does when we drop the cadences right down, but we're keeping the power output really high. So it's exactly what you would do on a traditional sort of 10, 20K TT course, where you're just blasting out at your lower sweet spot cadence, right? Because it doesn't matter, because you're not going for a run afterwards. Or even if you're doing a short course, triathlon, it's not a long run. You're just wanting to get it so you're as fast as possible. But if you do feel like you have blown your legs, which is what you do when you push low cadence for too long, that's when you'll bonk. You can recover it before you go too far.
5.
Just spin up, go high cadence. Right, 3 seconds. Set number 3. Off we go. Stick your gears on. Get it up to 100. I don't know about distracting you. I distracted myself. I'm easily distracted.
Me no.
What's
Yeah,
that,
no
Di?
comment.
I appear to have turned your volume down. We got some like soundproofing fitted in your room. So you might find the going up now in this one actually relatively easy. So do keep an eye on your output, how it feels. If you feel you need to stick another gear on, stick another gear on. What it says on the shirt. Stick another gear on.
Do it then.
Right, stick another gear on now. Get your cadence up. Step 2. You should be on FTP at threshold, RPE 7 or 8. Heart rate will still be catching up. You're probably still in zone 2, to be honest. I know mine is. Check your cadence, make sure you're not overspinning. I was a little bit. Hello. No. No. 3,
5.
2, 1. Stick your gear on. You're at the top now. Pick that cadence up quickly. Now it might be starting to hurt a bit. Your legs are starting to fatigue. Again, get your cadence. Don't lose form. Temptation when it gets harder, you start piston pedaling. Get back into your circular pedaling. It's like a sudden boost of energy. "15 seconds, we're going down again. Three, 2, 1, take a gear off.
36.
Settle your cadence down. Quickly, there we go, come on. Tap it out. Get back into your smooth pedaling. Make sure you're not rocking from side to side. Well done, Di, that's nice and solid. But everybody looks fairly solid. Can't see anybody rocking. You all right, Kira? Good, good. 25. Oh, somebody's starting to blow. Keep that breathing under control. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, take a gear off. Let it come down. Should just about feel comfortable again now. Don't forget, adjust any gears if you need to. It's too easy. Just have a quick relax, head wall, shoulders down. Get that pedaling action smooth. Just run the last set, last rep. One more set to go after this. And then we're done with high cadence stuff. Yippee! 15. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and take the gears off. Recover. Get a quick drink. Couple of lung clearers, nice controlled. Deep breath in. Long relaxed breath out. Then get into your 2 to 1 breathing. Just keep an eye on your heart rate. You should be able to get it back into zone 2 before the 2 minutes is up. You're all fairly fit athletes. I know all of you. And even if you're at your top end zone, heart rate zones, 2 minutes, you should be able to get somewhere near zone 2.
Battery's
One of
going.
the best measures of your fitness, how quickly your heart rate comes down.
The battery's on my phone going in a minute. So if I just disappear, I look forward to seeing you on Friday.
Right here. I hope we lost
Take care,
Kira.
Tony. Oh yeah, Kira's disappeared. Oh, I can see Phil now.
Oh,
Oh,
Kira's back. What's up? Did the roof fall in?
Nearly. No, the Wi-Fi just went.
Wi-Fi just went. Yeah, phone tech support. Don't phone me. I might work in IT, but I don't do desktop. Right, 30 seconds to go. You're back just in time.
I take it
Last
you're
set.
gonna give a 10p. Mark,
What?
I take it you're going to give a 10p.
Yeah.
Or
Only
20p.
10p.
Yeah.
Pound coins
10p
now.
in the meter.
Right.
Pound coins nowadays, Phil.
Well, in
No,
old
but-
days when it were copper, you used to just go and pee on the telephone lines, didn't you?
2 minutes.
Right, off we go. Stick your gears on. Stop distracting me. Right, I'm on 100. So we want to push this last set. So if you want to see if you can hold the cadence with an extra gear on, that's fine. Stick an extra gear on. If you want to see if you can go a little bit faster, try a little bit faster. Don't go too fast though, because you'll find you'll lose the power output with most turbos. And you'll have to stick another gear on anyway. As long as you keep stepping up each step. So don't mind you having a play with this last one. 3, 2, 1, up to the next step. Quickly get back onto cadence. So if you're going to stick your cadence up, you've got to try and hold that cadence all the way through. So if you're going to go up to 105, it all has to be 105. If you just want to try going through and holding 100 with an extra gear all the way through, that's fine. Depends on your setup. 30 seconds. We're up to top shelf. Got that with Yorkshire. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Stick another gear on. Pick it up. Get it on 100 or whatever you're going for. Don't lose your smooth pedaling. Keep your cadence. Keep your form. The whole point of this is you're conditioning all your muscles that you use for smooth pedaling. No good if you train it just so you can turn your quads over at high cadence and your hamstrings can't keep up. Thirteen. 8, 4, 2, 1.
42.
Change. We are coming down now, aren't we?
Yeah.
So, I had a complete brain fart then. Should have known 'cause I'm blowing out my backside. 18, 12, 9, 6, 3, 2, 1. Take a gear off.
43.
Last minute. Don't lose your form. Try and control your breathing now. Being able to get your heart rate down while you're under load is actually quite a useful skill. So do your 2 to 1 breathing. "21. Just random number time now. 17. 13. 8. 6. 4. 2. 1. And off. Spin your legs down. Drop it to 80. Get your recovery. Just get your heart rate down. And then we'll do a quick minute spin out just to warm it, cool your legs down. We'll use this 2 minutes just to flush all lactic acid out of your legs. Get your breathing under control. Again, keep an eye on your heart rate, just see what it's doing. Does everybody know what their zone 2, top of their zone 2 heart rate is?
Yeah.
Good, good, good.
Oh, hey.
Simon does.
A lot of it depends on your age and your general fitness and your maximum heart rate, but most of it is on your lactic threshold. It's your ability to process oxygen, basically. So that's the primary limiting factor. So once you've got to a reasonable level of fitness on your Garmin's, switch your heart rate zones to be calculated by lactic threshold, so LTH. And your watch will be calculating your LTH for you. So it's pointless starting it if you've got a new watch or you've just started training, because your lactic threshold won't be right. So just go on your maximum heart rate, which you can calculate for your age. And it'll be about plus or minus 10% out. It's a very rough one, but it's 220 minus your age is your theoretical maximum heart rate, which doesn't work for some people. My maximum is 185, but my calculated is about 160.
Mine's
So like I
100.
said, there's a 10% plus or minus. Right, just pick your cadence up a little bit now. You can stick another gear back on if you want. We're just going to spin your legs down now. About 90 will do it. Yeah. I know it seems counterintuitive to start loading up again, but it is the best way to cool down. Right, just bring your cadence back down to about 85 now, but leave that gear on. Come on, cadence, come down. Oh, you have to pedal slower to do that, don't I? So I've been going wrong. Right. Leave it about 85, but take a gear off. You're probably back where you were now. Right, bring your cadence down to 80. You can take another gear off if you want as well. Right, 5 seconds, you're going to unclip your right foot. 2, 1. Right, just run on your left leg now. If you haven't got clips, leave both feet in. Right, but just focus on using one leg. The other leg's just a passenger. Try and keep it smooth so it doesn't bang as it goes over the top. Make sure you keep your other leg out the way of your gears or whatever. I don't want any paperwork. Right, 2, 1, put it back in. Bring both legs back online again. Just tap it out for 30 seconds. Actually, we'll do 15 seconds. Right, 2, 1. Take your left leg out. Just pedal with your right leg. Nice and steady. So you want to be aiming for about 70 cadence probably. Go any faster, you'll just start banging it. You'll just start chasing the turbo. If you've got a power meter that's not dual-sided or the smart trainer, it'll probably drop the cadence by 50%. So aim for 35. Unless you are really good with the pull-up, it won't know. Right, another leg back in. Just tap it out, last couple of seconds.
146.
And we are done. Right, just bring your legs to a halt. Just a couple of seconds now, pedaling backwards. Don't worry, you can stop your Garmin's, it won't knock your distance off. So nice and smooth going backwards. Somebody got that. So just if you pedal backwards, it just breaks that neuromuscular programming that you've just put in for the last hour. It's a good tip as you're coming into transition as well. There are a couple of schools of thought that say it will help you on your run because you've broken that conditioning. Simon Ward reckons it works and he used to train the Brownleys, so I'll go with that. I've always said it. Benny disagrees with me, but he argues with everything I say. Right, just bring one leg to the bottom. It's up to you. So stand up, gently drop that heel down. So anybody that's carrying any calf or Achilles injuries, just be careful here. But this will do you some good, but just feel your way into it. If you don't know you've got an Achilles injury and it feels a bit crusty, like you're stretching an old perished elastic band, just be careful with your Achilles. You probably have got some Achilles damage because that's your scar tissue just breaking up.
I'm going to do tea.
Yeah.
I've just walked in.
Oh,
And I thought I'd have a packet of biscuits.
Hi, Bazza.
You all right? Do you get a thing to walk in, you've got to put tea on for people?
Oh, he's a keeper, that one, isn't he?
That's one word for him.
What is it? Potted dogs and crisp sandwiches for tea. Right, just change legs. Same again on the other one. Just feel for that Achilles. Just drop your heel down. It is one of the best stretches for your calf and your Achilles, this. That's assuming you've got clips. If you haven't, just be careful because you don't want to pedal whip yourself. Because that's paperwork. Trust me, that hurts. Don't forget to save your Stravas as well. I know I forget to say every week. Oh.
We will forget to save us Stravas, Jesus Christ.
Usually don't forget to turn them on in the first place. Look, I'm being on it tonight. Don't moan. Right, off you get. Just kick your shoes off if you've got cleats on. As I say every week, don't tread in the puddle or clean it up. Right, let me move my camera.
Mark, I'm going to go. I've got yoga on as well, so.
Right, cool.
See you Friday, Steve.
Yeah, take care, guys.
See you later.
Right, pick your legs up, knee to one side, get your knees locked in. Get yourself nice and upright. Push your hips forwards. I'm not going to make you do tree or anything this week. I'll be kind to you. That's it. Just release. Other leg. How are we doing for time? We're already up. Dinner's on. Same again. Get your knees together. Push your hips forwards. Nice and upright. So you can feel it all the way down that quad. Nice controlled breathing. Way up. Right, just cross your legs over. So right leg over left leg. Make sure your back leg's locked out. Your weight's on your back leg. Use your legs for support. Just roll yourself down. Try and keep your back flat. So we're just looking to stretch the top of that hamstring around your glute. It's a bit of a 2-for-1 stretch, yes. Breathe in. So when you're breathing in, you're under tension. Breathe out, release that tension. One last one, breathe in. Breathe out, fold further into it. And release, roll yourself up, change legs, over the other side. So forward fold again. Try and keep your back flat. So look up if that helps. Feel it around the back of your hamstring, around the back of your bum. And roll. Right, so feet about shoulder width apart. This time we're going to fold down. Legs are going to be locked out. Grab hold of your elbows and just let gravity pull you down. I'm just going to release that lower back now.
That's a good one.
So if you do struggle with this one and you want to get more out, stretching your back but less in your hamstring, it is okay to just soften your knees, and what you'll find is immediately you can stretch your lower back even further.
Oh, yeah.
So once you've got down, then you can gradually then look at pushing your knees back. So that's actually the safe way of stretching, getting a better hamstring stretch.
Ooh.
So if you want to release your lower back, it still feels like it's a bit locked, just give your bum a little wiggle. Just move your shoulders from side to side. That's it, roll up. You're all enjoying that way too much.
It's a good job camera's front facing.
Right then, arm up in the air, down your back, grab hold of your elbow. We're going to go back to the old one now. So feet shoulder width apart, just lean over. So don't push your bum over to one side, lean your torso over. So it's another 2-for-1 stretch. You're doing your tricep and your lat. But make sure you are nice and upright. You're not rolling forwards, you're not rolling back. Go over to one side. There you go, back up. Turn again, release. And back over to the other side. Back up. So just insert your hands, push your fingers out. Really separate your shoulder blades forwards. So it just feels like somebody's got hold of your wrists as well, and they're just pulling your arms forwards. And release. Push your arms up, do the same thing again. Feel somebody's pulling you upwards and they're lifting you up. And then last one, just lean back slightly. Just so you get a little bit of a stretch in your lower abdomen. And release. Right, hands on your hips, just roll your hips around. Because it wouldn't be a cool down without a bit of Elvis. Elvis to pelvis. And back the other way. Sit, shake your arms, shake your legs. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Next week.
Thank you.
I've
Cheers.
written the second plan for Monday. I'll write the second plan for next week. It's going to be one of the ones from last year. I think it's that climbing one, but I'll tweak it because I think I've got some changes I want to make. So all you'll need for next week is just a good pair of legs. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Can't leave. Oh.